Okay, as I'm taking out my stuff, let's talk about it. The calm after the storm. All right, y'all. You know how they say it get worse before it get better? Sometimes that's true. But yeah, the calm after the storm. Welcome, lifetime budgeters. Welcome back to another episode of Love, Live, Laugh. I am so happy to have you here on this platform. We're going to first give a shout out and much love to our Lord, to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I have to claim him for myself. You have to claim him for yourself. I'm thanking God for another day. I'm thanking Jesus for just being good to us. And you're always in my prayers, YouTube. I just want to go ahead on and say that I'm going to stop trying to say a lot. So I'm working on that, as well as this episode is going to be, as you can see in the title, the calm after the storm. So if you haven't checked out my last video, please check that one out. That is Budget Gone Wild. So this video is the calm after the storm. All right. So before we get started, I'm going to go ahead on, put on these rinky-dinky glasses. And I forgot to do the prayer cards on my other episode. I'm like, what? But why am I calling these episodes? So let me go ahead and take out the prayer card. Let's see what this one's going to say. Today's prayer: be still and know that I am God. I just had to let y'all look at that. Psalms 46:10. Be still and know that I am God, and he don't need none of our help. We just got to, he just want us to trust and believe in him. That's why I strive to put Jesus first. I strive to. Do I accomplish that all the time? No, because sometimes in the morning I get up and forget to say thank you, Jesus. But as soon as I think about it, I said thank you, Jesus. I strive to put him first in my daily activities, and sometimes I don't even consider just going to the store. Lord, go before me. Just cooking a meal. Lord, give me the wisdom to cook this meal. Lord, put love in this meal. It said, consider the Lord in all your ways. So I'm working on it. I'm a progress in work. But yeah, be still and know that I am God. That's strong. God, the God amongst all God. All right, so let's go ahead and get started, because you know I can ramble on. Today is going to be a budgeting and a cash stuffing and some stuff I want to talk about. And I need to hear your comments in the comment sections below. Yes. All right, so I don't even know where to start, you all. Okay, let me get my mind together. Okay, so we're going to be cash stuffing $185. Let's get that out the way. We're going to be cash stuffing nope, we're not going nope. See what I'm saying? Let's go ahead on and write down our bills first. Let me move that out the way. Let's write down our bills first. Okay, so this right here is the cash stuffing that I went to the bank to get out. I had money to go to the bank to get out. Yes, I did. And I'm going to tell you what I did. And this is a trial that I'm going to try. And by me trying this, what I'm going to talk to you about, it gave me some money to be able to stuff. So stay tuned to hear about this trial. All right. Now I got to get up to see if y'all can see what I'm seeing. Yes, y'all can see exactly what I'm seeing. All right. So we're gonna. I have my. I'm folding it back and I'm moving it to. No, I don't even fold it back. Let me move this up some. So, our income, $902. $902 was my income that I got in for this week. $902. Now that's not a weekly. That's not weekly. This is a bi-weekly. Okay, this is bi-weekly. So out of this $902, I have my son and my baby son and my insurance, life insurance taken out of that, as well as taxes, come out of that as well. So that's 902. So I'm gonna put, I don't know what income that is from. So that is the only income. So we're gonna bring down $902. And let's go ahead on and start in. So. First thing I'm putting over here is my tithe. I hope that you all can see that. Do I need to bring it closer? This far. Hold on. I'm going to try to stay in the book. Okay. So tithe and my tithe, it was some change. It was some change after it, but I just rounded it up. So tithe, so the amount that I paid is $92, and that's already been paid. Right off the bat, I don't play about my tithe, right off the bat. The next one we're gonna put down here is, we're gonna put braces. And that's $166 per month, and I'm already a month behind. I owe last month and this month, so this is, when I pay this is going to be for last month, and this month was due on the 20th. So $166, they haven't been paid yet. I'm gonna tell you all how I'm gonna do that, so just stay tuned. All right, and I'm going to put overdrawn. Overdrawn. My bank account was overdrawn $40.01. That automatically came out when this came through. That automatically came out. Another thing, let me put a negative on that one. Another thing, my daddy insurance, my daddy life insurance, which I did check on that. One of my subscribers told me about checking on it. Was it life insurance or I hate to say the word barrier insurance, but I did check on it. They told me since when I got his insurance, it's been over 2 years. If I switch out or change for anything else, I will lose, because everything is 100% now since it's been over 2 years. So all of the everything, the payout, the burial expense, everything, even him, there's the arms, even him being able to, if he get hurt, being able to get money, to help him, that will be, I will lose it. So that's why I am still with this one, but shout out to you. Thank you so much for letting me know about it. I did not know about that, but thank you so much. So that's been paid. That came out earlier than, I had it on the wrong date. That's another one. Please, please, please make sure that you have your items on the right date. because that will truly, truly, truly mess you up. But good thing it didn't mess me up too much, because this paycheck here came out that very same night. The next thing, FPU. That's FPU gas. That's my apartment gas. That's supposed to come out today. And I looked it up. It was, hold on for a minute. Okay, so I printed it out. So it's $54.85, and I had it saying that it was gonna be 60, but it's $54.85. So I'll put 54. I'll put 55. Let me just round it off. 55. Household, not the household 20. Let me put household down here. Do I want to put the household down here? La, 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 la. Yes, I will put household down here. Let me zoom back out. Put household down here. And that is 20. Let's see. Gas. This gas right here is for my car. That will be 20. All right, let me make sure I got everything. How I'm doing. My hair, the hair. That's gonna go in the sinking funds. So that'll be 20. Gas, I got that gas. Car maintenance gonna go there. Grocery going there. Toiletry's gonna go there. Okay, and for savings, we're gonna do emergency fund. Get this, y'all. The emergency fund. We'll get $100. I'm telling you, if that didn't teach me, it's been going like that. But man, I'm telling you that this class that I'm going to, this budgeting class, is making me look at the root of the matter, which I never looked at the root of the matter. I only looked at the surface, but I got to the root, and then when I started going through the budget going wild and stuff like that, and my car went out and stuff like that. Then I had to borrow money to get a battery, and then my oil didn't have nothing in it. It was time for an oil change, and I'm just okay. Okay. Let me stay focused. My goodness, if that didn't teach me nothing, help me, Lord. So I said I am going to treat, and I learned this in the class. The teacher was so adamant about it. She was like, you have to treat an emergency fund just as if it's a bill. So that's what I'm going to do. Treat the emergency fund just as if it is a bill. Just like I pay my tithe straight off bat, my emergency fund going to come straight off bat. These two are going to come straight off bat. Now, I may not put $100 every time into my emergency fund, but it's going to be something I'm going to put in there straight off bat. And I'm looking for 100, but if not, at least 50 or 20 or whatever, straight off bat. It's going to come straight off bat. That's just it. That's just it. So the LPU gas has not been taken out. Okay, I got daddy insurance. Let's see what else I got to put down. We got the household. In here, I don't know where to put this one. I guess I can put this one here. Remember I told y'all that Ally Bank, they accepted me. And I need to make a deposit, so I'm going to make a deposit of $5. I haven't did that one yet. Okay, pet care. Pet care. I'm going to put down pet care. It's 15. And by that, I am going to put an A. And I'm going to explain to you why I'm putting an A there. And car maintenance. $15. I'm going to put an A there. Groceries. $100. What? Look at Jesus. I'm going to put an A there. Toiletries. Make sure I spell this right. 15. I'm going to put an A there. And I believe, let me switch my page over. I believe that's it. So, I should have, is household a A? Or is that, hold on just a minute. I'm sorry, household is not down there. Household is up here. And that's $20. And that would not be cash. Get my white out, y'all. So that would be, put an A by there, right there. So we're gonna focus on those. I'm gonna tell you about those. Y'all hold on, this is gonna be, I think, another long vlog. Cause sometimes I don't be knowing what I'm doing from time to time. Y'all, my mind be gone. So, cash, the hair, cash, and that's cash. Let's see. Hair, gas. Hold on, I took out the pet care? Yes, okay. So we're gonna move the pet care over here. Oh, I'm sorry. Pet care gonna get $15. Let me double check over here. Car maintenance over here too. And then we got Tawanda. And that's me. Tawanda's getting 10. And we have Ace. He's going to get 5. So we're going to take out pet care. My bad. Car maintenance. This is my book. I can mess it up like it is. So don't, you know, oh, it's got to be so pretty. Chaboo. Okay, so grocery, let's see. Pet care, car maintenance. Okay, I moved both of those. So the rest of them supposed to be with the A. All right, so let me go ahead on and get started with this. Let's get our calculator. And we already have $92. $92. So what we're gonna do, that's what we're working on, income. So we're gonna add up all our bills. So let's add up all our bills amount. 92 plus 166 plus $40, 1 cent plus 169 plus 55 plus 5 plus 100 plus 15 plus 20. Woo! That's $662.01. $662.01. I'm gonna drop that 1 cent, but I'm gonna do this again. So y'all, hold on. I know I'm slow with this, y'all. 662.01. So that is the total. So I'm going to take 92 and subtract 662 from it. Take away 902. So that leaves me with $239.99. 239.99. I should drop that 1 cent, but let's keep going. So the $239.99. So let's add up this first. So that's 20, 10. We already know what this is. So that's $35. That's the total of how much cash I'm taking out for my cash envelopes that usually you carry around with you. So then we're going to take $239, which we'll know what this is just by looking at it. 99, take away $35. So that will leave us with $204.99. So I hope that everyone can see that and you're moving along with me. All right, so let's move on over to this one. Let me move this out the way. So this is the sinking funds. So that's 20, 15, 15. That's $50 total. So we're going to subtract $204.99 from $50. That leaves $154.99. Then we're gonna, this total amount for emergency fund is 100. And we're gonna trade $154.99 from 100. So that's gonna leave us with $54.99. Look, y'all, the calm after the storm. Whew. I'm in a positive. So we got the income. We're gonna move that down, 902. We got the cash envelopes, which right here was 35. We have the sinking funds, which is 50. We have the savings, which is 100. We have the bills, which is 662.01. So we're gonna go ahead on, let's tally that up. We're gonna double check our addition and subtraction. So we got 902, take away 35, take away 50, take away 100, take away 662.01 equal $54.99. Same thing as that one, the remaining $54.99, and that's a plus. That is a plus. So guess what? That is going to, another thing I want to tell you about, this is going to be my buffer. If I done did this right, this is going to be my buffer that I'm leaving in my account, $54.99. Because who knows? They usually say, the word is usually say it gets worse before it get better. Now, that's not for everything, but I just want to prepare, because who knows, until something come through, until I really get my budget right, how it's supposed to be, my dates exactly right, you know, I got to get it together. So I'm leaving this in as a buffer, $54.99. That would stay inside of the bills bank account right there, $54.99. Now, there's something that I did not share. If you see this part right here, the Apple card, $172, that is due on the last day of this month. The Apple card, $172. The reason why I did not put it, and this is the last check that I would get. I didn't even put the bill dates. What is today's date? I don't remember. 124. 124.25. This is the last check that I would get in December. So this check is supposed to cover my Apple credit card. My Apple credit card is at its max. And it charges me, even when I paid, like last month, I paid $172 as a payment. Then the interest came and ate up 150 something. And it's like I'm going in circles. It's $20 left on, a card. So I've been listening to Velocity Banking. Tell me. Have y'all been listening to that? Now, I might get backlash, good backlash or bad backlash, hopefully good, that you can't do two. You can't do Dave Ramsey and you can't do Velocity Banking because they clash, they contradict each other. However, I'm thinking, and my thinking not always right, not 5% of it is mostly almost wrong. Why I can't pull from Dave Ramsey and why can't I pull from Velocity Banking and let it meet my budget and my lifestyle? I need to hear your comments about that. I like Velocity Banking and I like Dave Ramsey. So I feel that I should be able to pull something that will work for me from both. So with that part, because that credit card right there will be my last credit card to pay because since I'm doing the snowball effect and that's my largest one. Okay, so if I would have paid that $172, if I would have paid that $172, let's do the math. $172. If I would have paid that, so let's take away $54.99, which is my buffer. $117.01. Nope, let's do it the other way so you can see it. It's still gonna come out that way, but let's do it the other way. My buffer is $54.99. Take away, if I would have had to include $172, I would have been in the negative $117.01. Here we go again. No. So I had been thinking about Velocity Banking for a while, and I do watch her. So I said, let me try her way with this credit card. So I said, I'm not going to pay $172 to the Apple credit card. But what I am going to do, I am going to pay it. Does that make sense? I'm not going to pay it, but I am going to pay it. This is what I'm saying. I am going to take the ones with A, because it's the Apple credit card. That's what the A stands for. The grocery, it has an A. That's 100. The toiletries, that's an A. That's 15. The household, that's an A. That's 20. And I'm missing an A. I knew it. And the pet care, I knew. I told y'all I'm not a perfect one. The pet care should have been an A. The pet care should have been an A. I shouldn't have took it out over here. So that pet care coming back over here. So I got to redeposit that money. I knew it, because see here, I got an A by it. But here, I wrote over here on the cash to take it out, in which I did. But that's going right on back to the bank today. So the pet care, that was 15. So we're going to put that there. So let's do this. And it was another A. Pet care and probably the car maintenance. Car maintenance too. That needs to go. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. That needs to go back. Excuse me, you all. So both of these need to go back to the bank. These two needs to go back to the bank. Take back to the bank. Okay. Okay. It's coming to me, you all. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. So let me make sure that I got all my A's. The toiletries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y'all, hold on. Let me go ahead and take this out. I'm glad y'all on here. Y'all see what I go through, but trouble don't last always. So let's see what the A's. Oh, there it is. Don't beat me, y'all. Don't get me. I ain't mean don't beat me, but don't get me. This is an A. Ace braces. I forgot about that. So, however, this right here don't go back to the bank. This right here go back over here. Cause I had to change it. So they go back 15 and pet care. I'm telling you. Remember, it get worse before it get better sometimes. Even with you budgeting, your mind just be everywhere. It be like, I can't do this. And I want to give up with this budgeting here. But I just had to keep on going. I said, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. If it ain't right, my life budgeters will help me on here if they see me do something wrong. So, yes, that's not going back to the bank. That is supposed to be cash. So, as I was saying, let's get back to this. I told you it's going to be a long video as usual. As I was saying, 172. And I would have been in a negative 117 if I would have paid my Apple card 172 as well. If I would have added all this and 172 of my bills, I would have been negative 117. Going into the next month, negative account. Couldn't do that. Velocity banking came to mind. If I'm doing it right from how I was watching her doing it, it came to me to do. So what I did was I took the 166 plus the groceries plus the toiletries plus the household, and that left me with $301. This $301, I am going to put that, I am going to pay that to my Apple credit card today, right after this video. Not only is that going to take care of my payment for this month, it's going to be a little extra up, and then it still free me of $54.99. Now, I'm sitting up here thinking while I'm saying this right now, I'm missing something. Find out if you all know what I'm missing, where the hiccup gonna come in at. Y'all, if you all know about velocity banking, or you all see, well, that's not gonna work because this gonna happen, and when they do the interest come out, whatever, let me know. Let me know. So this is how I'm going to do this. By me doing this like this, I freed up $54.99 as a buffer in my account. I'm going to pay my braces, not my braces, my Ace braces on Monday, Lord's will, on Monday. I get to see Monday, Lord's will. On Monday, Ace braces. I'm going grocery shopping today, get some toiletries today, and get some household supplies today. And that, so this right here, that 301 will take care of my payment for my Apple credit card, as well as I'll still be able to take care of these payments as well. So tell me what y'all think. I may be doing velocity banking wrong. If you haven't heard of velocity banking or haven't checked out velocity banking, type in velocity banking. I don't I forgot the name of her channel, but she has short hair on there. She's a woman. She has short hair. I like to watch her. It's other Velocity bankers on there, but she just captured my attention. So check out her channel to see if you interested in, well, what is she talking about, Velocity banking? But I'm not here to advertise her channel, but I will tell you if I find something that sounds interesting. That's just me. So that's how that is. That's how I freed up some money. All right, so let me look at in my handy dandy notebook and see. So my game plan, these are my notes to talk to you about. My game plan switched, which I told you all. Tithe, always pay. Number one, know that I've already tried years ago without paying my tithes. You talking about once you, it said you're accountable, you're not accountable until you know something. Once you know it, you know with the Lord, then you're accountable for it. I'm accountable for this, and when I a few times years back, stopped paying my tithes for a while trying to catch up, it just went chaos more. And I said, no, I can't do it. I just want to put the Lord first because I know better. So ever since then, I have been putting the Lord first. So tithes always going to pay. So that plan have not switched, but I just want to make sure that you all know about that. My emergency fund, that's the game plan switch. Emergency fund will be funded every time I get paid. It may not be 100 every time, but it's going to be funded every time I get paid, like it's a bill every time I get paid. And that's from my paycheck. That's from my full-time job. That's when it'll be paid. Now, if I have some extra after I pay down some of my credit card debts, because you know that's what I'm going to, some extra, and I want to throw a 5 or 10 inside my emergency fund from that hustle money, then I will. But from my permanent job, my full-time job, it's going to get something. That's a must. That's the game plan switch for emergency fund. When I pay off debt, this is another one. Only half will go. I'll talk to you about that part. I'll talk to you about that part. At the end of this month, I will do a debt pay off, how much debt I owe on the credit cards and loan. Because I paid, as a payment, I had to make payments off my debt, my credit cards, and my loan. We will do that at the end of the month to update it and everything, and I'll go over that part right there with you. Let's see. I will also make sure bills dates are current. Yeah, that's why I got that buffer there until I make sure I'm pay close attention that the bill dates are current. And I will have a buffer in my account, in my bills account at all time possible. And that's possible in my hands. I'm going to try to have a buffer there at all times. I know some people, I believe Dave Ramsey, he goes with the $0 know where every penny goes, $0 budget, where I tried that way a while back. It didn't work. Y'all see, it didn't work with me. I needed a buffer. Maybe it'll work in the future because I didn't have my dates and stuff right, and stuff is happening. I don't have an emergency fund put up, and maybe that's why I'm coming to think. That's why Dave Ramsey said get that emergency fund taken care of. Number one, duh, Twanda. Okay, I'm learning. I'm still learning. All right, so let's go and get to stuffing. I just wanted to show y'all, talk to y'all about some of my game plan changers. So let's get to stuffing. Let's move that to the side. Let's bring this money. Also, I wanted to tell y'all, show y'all this racetrack. I won this at the class that I go to every Tuesday called Faith and Finance. This class is for 8 weeks. This was the third class. third class, so we have 5 more classes to go. And she do a gift, she do a raffle off of gift cards. So I won this gift card racetrack. It was for $25. So I used it as gas at racetrack. So I put $25 worth of gas in my car at racetrack. And I thank the Lord for this. But I just want to show you that I was a winner. So that was a blessing. That was a blessing right there. All right, so let's get into this video. Gonna be about an hour long. That's so sad. That is sad. Let me move that out of the way. So I'm gonna cash stuff $185. $185. So let's get this turned right.
Let's turn it right. And I said I'm gonna do this before the video because I do not like coming on here straightening up money when it could have been done before the video. Because I had counted it and I knew it was all messed up. But I do like the money facing the right way. That's something neat about that. Alright, so I'm praying that everybody's having a great day. Stay safe in those snowstorms and our fire in California. My prayers are with you. My prayers are with everybody in the world. Lord, we need you in this world. Alright, so let's go ahead on. That's 100, 10, 20, 30, 45, 55, 65, 75. So we already at 175. Yeah. Some 6, some 7, some 8, some 9, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. So we're stuffing
$185. That's what we're stuffing. And I've been had this cash tray. I've been had this cash tray. So we're stuffing $185. So let's get the stuffing, you Let's go ahead and go into here. Let's sit that one to the side. Hold on, you all. Yes, baby, yes. I'm going to start here. Let's start here. I've been had this as well. I hope I ain't break it. I think, yeah, I had this for about 2 or 3 years. But then you never used it. I don't know where I got it from. All right, so we're going to first start stuffing our emergency fund, which is $100. So we're going to put 2 50s in there for our emergency fund. We did emergency fund. For pet care gets 15. So for pet care, I did a 10 and a 5. So that's 15. Yep, because see, I don't have it. So that's 15 for pet care. Gifts will not get anything. Clothing will not get anything. Gym will not get anything. 5K will not get anything. Car maintenance will get 15. I did a 10 and a 5 for that one. And this one right here, if something come up, but if not, then you know I have to save up. How much was his? So right now we have 10, 15, 16 in there. The money that I borrowed from my son's father, not money, he used his credit card. So I'll have it here. I can start building that up. I told him in February I'll be able to start paying him at the end of February. So at least I'll have this build up to start paying him back. I won't be a struggle. And nothing for dental, which I need dental work so bad myself, but nothing for dental. So let's go in here. Let's see. So for gas, since I used that racetrack card to fill my gas tank up with, since I've used that, I am going to put the 20 that I took out, the 2 10s that I took out in cash for gas, and I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to put it in here for a buffer, because that was a bonus, that $25. So I'm putting that in here. So there's $10, $21 I have in here for gas. So that'll be sitting there. Toiletries will go on the Apple Card. Groceries will go on the Apple Card. Now, once I pay that Apple Card off, because how Velocia banking goes, it'll decrease the way I'm thinking I'm doing it right. It will help decrease the interest rate, and you'll pay it off faster. And as I pay it off faster, my balance go down. Then I start winging my way out off of that card. Then I start putting the rest of it in cash, paying cash like that. If y'all can understand. If you don't understand, go watch her. Dining out, nothing. Haircuts, must get haircuts. That's a must. So I get 4 or 5, so that's gonna be $20. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's $20. So for haircut, I have $20 for haircut. Mainly for Ace. Ace haircut's $25. But yeah, we're gonna start saving up on there. These are things I have to get done. Nails, makeup, beauty, no, that's a knot. Hobbies, that's a knot right now. And personal, I think that's it. That's it. The only thing that's left is Ace and Tawanda. That's our personal money. So with me, Ace, I had one in here for Ace, but I'm gonna go ahead on and give him his money. I'm gonna give Ace his money. That's not. So for Ace, I have 5 ones. He like ones, so I'm gonna give him ones. I'm gonna give him his ones. So what I'm gonna do, I'll put his money in here, and I'll put $5 on here, so he can go ahead on and get this when he wakes up. And then with me, I allowed myself $10, so it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I'll put this in my wallet that I carry around. I'll go ahead. So I'm gonna sit this to the side to put that in my wallet that I carry around. And I believe that's it. So I want to end this vlog. Think about my other channel. If you have not been over to my other channel, please check it out. Please check my other channel out. It's in the description box below. Remember, life budgeters. Love much, live well, and laugh often. Until the next time. Bye. Together. But I'm going to go ahead on and end this vlog. See? Bloopers. I'm going to go ahead on and end this video by saying, I don't know where, I don't know when, and I don't know how. But I do know one thing for sure, that Jesus will always make a way. Remember, life budgeters. Love well. Live. Wait a minute. Remember, life budgeters. Love well. Laughed often. Wait a minute. Remember, lifetime. Wait a minute. Remember, life budgeters. Love much, live well, and laugh often.